now let me take you guys through Lab5 of ECE568. We have been given a code for setting up the MPU 6050. I have changed a couple of things in the code to make it easier for myself. I had to comment out the gyro timer because we're not using that, and then I have also changed this I2C scan to just the static address that we have. What is that? 1 second. Yeah, address to be now there is one code written to test the values of the MPU and then to be able to calibrate the threshold. We have the main motion detector code. We'll get to that. Network config file sets up our configurations, our keys, and our IFTTT key. Here is where we set the status of activate and deactivate and the polling status to see if it is armed or not. This runs at a 30-second timer, and there's one more code to test if the network between the ESP and IFTTT is actually happening, and there's one more test to see if the ThingSpeak is actually pulling activate or deactivate or not. Now let me run this. Okay, so when this starts up, it's going to start initializing. Come on. Yeah. So it says system ready, waiting for ThingSpeak. Now I can say, okay Google, turn on turn on the motion sensor, but because I'm recording a video, I'll not be able to do that. So let me pause, and now I have sent that. Okay, now we see that the NeoPixel has turned on. Now it's asking me to move the sensor, give the sensor a shake. So I'm going to do that. The moment I do that, you see that the red LED turns on to show that we are reading it. And I'm getting notifications on my phone for this. Okay, let me move it again. The moment I move this, it's going to calibrate and motion detected. Okay, let's see this again. Yeah, motion detected, notification sent. Okay, now as you can see that we have turned it off. Polling status deactivate, armed false, and when we do that, the NeoPixel turns off. As you can see, this is the most recent polling status, and even if I move this, there won't be any sensor being sent. Okay, I'm going to start running the code now. Motion detected, run. I'll place it like this. Calibrating accelerometer. Okay. System ready, waiting for ThingSpeak. Okay, Google, activate motion sensor.
Okay, activating the motion sensor.
Let's wait for 30 seconds. Okay, system is armed. Monitoring for motion, give the sensor a shake. You can see the red LED has turned on. Motion detected, and I have a notification here. I'm going to keep it like this. Another motion detected. Motion detected. One more motion detected. Okay, now okay Google, activate sensor off.
Alright, activating the sensor off.
Okay, now let's wait for 30 more seconds for this system to be turned off. Okay, polling status deactivate, alarmed false, the NeoPixel has turned off, and if, as you can see, even if I move it, there is no motion being detected.